guess it has been 1 year, hasn't it? You know, I could have planned a script or something for this, that I could find the words faster, but that's not how I really roll. Sort of just turn on the camera and wait for something to happen, because I feel like that's when I do the best. When I don't really know what I'm gonna say, but I just start saying stuff. In my opinion, that's when this stuff comes from the heart. You don't get a lot of important words out, and you have to cut a lot of stuff in post, but like, I guess it's safe to say I'm getting somewhat experienced at this now. I'm happy for it because, like, when I started this series, I knew literally nothing about just making YouTube videos. I can safely say it right now, like, streaming is way easier than making YouTube videos. You just press the go live button and you just start playing your games. You don't really have to think too hard about, like, background music or cadence. Hold on. Before I say the word cadence, let me dictionary search that word and see if it means what I think it means. So I've been using this word for years, but I refuse to, like, record myself saying it. Rhythmic flow of a sequence of sounds or words. Yes, it does mean what I think it means. Cadence. This is really important to me. Me being able to speak certain lines at a certain pace so that it comes across a certain way, especially with the background music, because I really like to speak with the background music, which is why, like, if you listen closely, you can sort of hear the background music is getting cut together as opposed to me putting it over in post, because when the song gets quieter, I get quieter and I slow down the things I say, and when the song gets louder, I speak faster and more forward. And I think that's a really important part about my videos, and ironically, I decided to put the music over this one in post, despite the fact that I'm saying this. I suppose this wouldn't really go into the fresh new start playlist that I've had going since the start. It's strange to think we're almost done with this series, but close in my mind might be very different from close in your mind, because, like, personally, I think I see myself being ready to fight the Black Mage around July of this year, July 2020, but 2022. But yeah, I see myself as being ready to fight the Black Mage at that point. But I don't know if everyone else in my group will be. So while it could be July for me, it might be December for them. But with how well this group has been going since the start, I think we can go with them all the way. They've been troopers, for sure. But, I mean, a whole nother year of making content, I would enjoy that. Because, like, I've been enjoying this a lot. There's nothing else I'd rather be doing. And, like, there are sometimes when, like, friends talk about Final Fantasy XIV, they're like, oh, I wish you could play this game with us. And I'm like, I wish I could play it with you too, but also, I'm really busy with MapleStory, and I'm busy editing the series for MapleStory. Like, I'm too busy for another MMO. There's nothing else I would rather be doing right now. I've been longing for this for years, just this feeling that I can be the hero of my own story. I've started MMOs in the past and, like, kept, like, a journal of, like, my travels and stuff, but I've never really kept it going that long, because at some point it just turns into, like, a little chore that I've been doing for no real reason. But this series, from the start, it was meant to be my most ambitious project ever, and it had a clear goal from the start. I was ready for this. I knew that this would be a 1.5 to 2 years journey, and surprisingly, I pretty much hit the nail on the head, because it's looking like a 1.5 to 2 years journey. And then I guess there's the ever-looming question of, what are you going to do after the series ends? I say ever-looming because I think about this question often. I see it as I have a couple of options. First and foremost, after the series ends, I want to take a break. Sort of like a summer vacation, if you will. Don't know for how long, but just that feeling of closure and then void. It's very important. I very much want to close this one story and then wait before I open another story. If I open another story at all. Which is a dangerous sentence to say out loud, but I don't know if I necessarily have another story in mind that I could go through in as much detail as this. Like I said, this was always meant to be my most ambitious project ever. So, like, I feel in my heart that I'll probably pick up the YouTube mantle again at some point. I don't know when, I don't know how long it would be, but I think at some point I'll probably be playing some game that I like enough to play for a year or more, and I'll say to myself, yeah, I would like to turn this into a YouTube series. And that's probably how it's gonna start. Knowing me, regardless of what game I'm playing, I'm probably gonna say, let's start fresh again. Let's just wipe away what I have currently and just make a new account. Show you from the start. I did it once, and I quite enjoyed it. I would do it again. To each and every one of you, I thank you dearly